Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Now, we usually tell people that when a door opens, they should walk through the door. But when the door is open and capacity is not built, or so what other? I know that you've already answered the question, but I would want you to speak further on having to wait for crumbs, or having to, when people want to write an exam, there is input, output, and delete. When solid preparation is not done, you just want to go write the exam, you want to learn, study, and then after the exam you're done, forgetting that, like you said about your father-in-law, he had to keep pouring sand, start filling the foundation before he was able to build, knowing that that is an area that if water flood comes, is going to destroy it, because it's already a very, very volatile place. So what do you have to say to that?
I'll say that when a door opens before capacity is built, few things can happen, and I have here. You can step in and be stretched. The door doesn't destroy you. The door will not destroy you if you decide to learn through the door. You understand? It's always better to have been prepared before the door opens. But now, peradventure, you're not prepared and the door is opening. It will rather be that you will be learning under pressure. Yes. Instead of having learned on the enjoyment, you're learning, you're relaxed, it will end up that you will be learning under pressure. Without systems, discipline, or clarity, the opportunity starts to control you instead of you controlling opportunities. When you are not prepared before a door opens, you misbehave. The opportunity, it's like a drunkard. The moment alcohol is working, that is the meaning. You're not more yourself. But when you're well prepared, permit me, I'm sorry, I will keep mentioning Reverend Sam. There was a time Reverend Sam and his wife were in Canada. You wouldn't know. Everything in this was going on like it was around. No pastor misbehaved. No pastor embezzled. Do you get? Everything has been well structured and he has the right people that he has built over the years. I am just a Daystar member. Honestly, the pride in me, wherever I find myself, I am a proud Daystar member. Now I live in Ijebu. Daystar is in Lagos. I have my online services and I am still a Daystar member. So a lot of perfections, a lot of tidying ups, a lot of this giz thing in me in Ijebu didn't start in one day. I didn't start last week. I built it over the years. You won't see me anywhere in any position. I have been opportune to speak as a speaker in a gathering where my mothers, women old enough to be my mothers, were. I mean, after my speech, they couldn't help but give it to me. My humility, I didn't misbehave. I didn't act like, oh, look at me, I know it all. No. My humility with my submission, the title, the position I found myself wasn't controlling me because I am well aware of what I carry, of who I am. I had about 150 women that were old enough to be my mother in attendance. And after my session, everybody wanted to come to me one-on-one to appreciate my parents, that they brought me up well. Well, it might not be my parents because my parents are not even educated. Thank God for home training. Thank God for all that. But I have built myself over the years. I don't allow positions. I don't allow titles. I don't allow anything that I feel I have or that I know control me. Thank you. So if you're not prepared and the door opens, you see the door controlling whatever opportunities you have in that door begins to control you. Let me quickly say this. I don't know if any question will address it, but let me quickly add this. I know of an organization. I am careful because I have been having this headache over this, that the leadership for now is faulty. And in an organization where there's supposed to be just one leader, because the leadership are not in agreement with one another, the leadership became two. So the membership went with this leader, and the other membership went with the other leader, and there is a serious confusion in that organization. Now, this is it. I am careful because if I dare mention the religion, honestly, a lot of people will be disappointed at home. Perhaps they don't know, but those that know knows. Now, this is it. It has gotten so terrible that it's not just the leadership that are at loggerhead, even the members are passing unnecessary hatred. I belong to that organization. My husband belongs to that organization. But because we are wise enough, we know, we are well trained, either of them is doing the right thing. None of them. Neither the first leader nor the second leader. But here they are misleading the members. That is the danger of doors opening to the wrong people. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So let's quickly go back a little. Have you seen people who were given platforms and the platform fell apart? What it doesn't, according to what people usually say, Rome was not built in a day. Everything starts with one day. So let's hear that. How did it start?
Honestly, from my submission from the beginning, a lot of this has been addressed. I will speak of an individual that belongs to an organization. In fact, I have one that is happening right now. So this topic is just coming at the very right time. That belongs to an organization. There was supposed to be an handling over, and during the handling over, there were this dishonesty, and the thing didn't go as the committee planned it. And an individual felt no, he could play smart with everybody. He played smart, but it didn't end well. So every worthy members, note my English, every worthy members left in annoyance. Every worthy members, note that. So the organization had to continue, and they just had to pick an unworthy member. I am sorry. Using that, this organization deals with years of experience, years as a member. You get that, you would have grown over the years in the organization. So the person that they felt they were left with, especially the dishonest leader in the first instance, used the person he felt he could use. Sweetheart, the organization tore apart. It was a simple and a basic, straightforward thing. You can't give what you don't have. This individual that was not prepared to be a president of an organization, and the baton was handed over to him without preparation, without any capacity building, without any training. You get? He kept acting like he's a full grown-up man. I'm not talking about a boy or a guy. A full grown-up man, a father, a husband. But you cannot give what you don't have. I have been in settings, I think I've mentioned it once, where I would talk and married men would be scared. And they would say to me, "Madam, keep quiet. Women don't talk where we are." My husband doesn't shut me up. You don't have any right to shut me up. I'm not the kind of a woman anybody shuts up. If I am talking and men are scared, they are not worthy to be seated where I am seated. If I am talking, if I am speaking, and married men are like, "This lady is giving too much," they are not as well built as I am. The organization I am talking about tore apart. It is a simple thing, and from all the points I have delivered, I have said earlier, if an individual that is not well prepared, that is not that has not been aligned, yes, rightly for a position. Sometimes even if you don't know, and you align yourself rightly to know, you will deliver. But if you don't, he was a greedy kind of a leader. When you take your trainings to an extent, there are do's and don'ts. You will understand that in any organization, in any settings, a leader is first a servant. You will take your training to that extent that you being in front does not make you boss over everybody. In fact, if you want to enjoy it, any organization that I am made a leader, I will always do something. Whenever we have meetings, I am not the one giving decisions. If we are 10, all the 9 members would have given their decisions. I will take my final decision from everything the 9 people said. Nobody will ever go and say, Mrs. Olatunde said. No. Yes, I'm the leader. But with wisdom, I will make 9 people give their opinions, give their suggestions. It is from the suggestions and the opinions of my 9 members that I take the final decision. No, if anything goes wrong or everything goes right, will anybody be blamed? No. That is the wisdom of a leader. But when you see a leader that doesn't understand the meaning of we, and a leader is hi, me, hi, such leaders are heading towards destruction. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's quickly talk about, as we round up, talk about, I want you to speak actually to someone who is watching right now and the person feels overlooked. What are the capacity building ideas you would suggest for such a person? Or anybody who feels, I know that there are some people that they just want to get there, get to the limelight, achieve some things, and without really putting the effort. While there are some that have been putting the effort for years and it looks like no one is seeing or nothing is happening when we talk about the area of influence, visibility, and all of that. So, what advice or suggestion would you have for such a person on how to build capacity, the ideas? What did you do that made you who you are today?
Fast about that because I have it lengthy. But I will tell you that feeling overlooked can either drain you or develop you. It depends on whichever you have taken by yourself. If you want to feel drained or you want to develop yourself, it's left to you. But in that season of being like, I'm not there yet, nobody is seeing me, I've been doing it all this while, I am not, you understand? You can decide to drain yourself or develop yourself. Now, I have a few things I wrote here. Build a private work ethic. Create a standard for yourself that doesn't depend on who you are watching. Don't compare yourself. There is one thing about me that leads me to concluding sometimes that I am proud. I don't compare myself with anybody. I don't. You are uniquely running your race on your race. I am uniquely doing my thing on my race. You are not better than me. I am not better than you. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Secondly, practice before performance. Don't just take yourself to limelight. Be somewhere, like I said, be at the back. Just be doing your thing gradually. Be doing your thing. Take your time. Thirdly, I have document your growth. Yes. Over 5 years now, I have about 10 to 15 certificates. 10 to 15 certificates of capacity building that I attended. It's encouraging. In fact, when I got this topic, I took my file out yesterday. I was looking through my certificates and I was smiling. Yoruba will always have this word. I'm sorry, I will use the word. And I said to myself, Dupe, oh, kere no aye o. The ones you have, some people that have not even started. Encourage yourself. Document your growth because your growth will expose you. I have here, seek honest feedback. I do that a lot. You will testify to that. Whenever I am done anywhere in any of my sessions, I will ask, did I deliver? How was my performance? It helps. Whatever stage you have, just document your growth. It's to encourage yourself, strengthen your inner life. Say some affirmations to yourself. Be you a man, be you a woman. Say to yourself, I have a common one I use every day. I am enough. Modupeola, you are not defined by anybody's opinion. And I would say your opinion of me, of you, does not define me. That is huge. So whatever you say, whatever you think, whatever you do towards me doesn't make any meaning about my affirmations every day. Say some positive affirmations to yourself. Say it to yourself like your life depends on it. Capacity before exposure is dangerous. I will advise you, build yourself in secret without applause first before you expose yourself. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was great speaking with you. Any final word for anyone watching?
I will only lay emphasis on what I said earlier. Foundation is very important in any building. I am laying emphasis on it intentionally. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you want to become, let your foundation be solid. You know of buildings that are up to 10, that are up to 5, and people are like, this house is beautiful. And all of a sudden, you just hear of its collapse. Complete collapse. What went wrong? The foundation was not solid. Have a solid foundation. Whatever niche you decide to go on to go through, let your foundation be solid. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for your time again. And to you out there, thank you too for being part of the show. Remember, let your foundation be solid so that whatever comes your way, you'll be able to weather the storm. Until next time, when I come your way again with another exciting topic, stay blessed. Bye for now.